Welcome to the Balcony TV interview series. We have Mark Sheehan here this week from The Script.
How are you doing,
Mark?
I'm all good. How are you?
It's been 2 years since we've seen you.
2 years? Has it been that long?
Yeah, it has.
Oh my
yeah.
god. Many hits is on Balcony TV right now.
You've got, I think we're up to about 400,000
Oh
hits.
my god.
Our
Is it
highest
all
ever
Irish
show.
people or is it just everybody?
No, it's from all over the world. Yeah.
It's crazy.
So, but you're still there,
Nice,
number one at the
nice.
top.
We were only in the States and we were just talking and we were at the Paul McCartney show and right in front of Paul McCartney one of his other people said, I saw you on a thing in Ireland called Balcony TV. Literally said it to us and Danny started going, Balcony TV.
Are you serious?
But did you see Paul McCartney just played on the balcony above the Ed Sullivan Theatre?
That's right.
in
And
New
the
York?
funny thing was, I was having lunch in a restaurant right below it, and I heard him playing, and I literally ran out. Oh my god! And he was
Where
up on the
is
oak.
he?
Yeah, he was right there, right beside us, right beside us.
God, we love
It's mad.
Paul. And how was it to be mentored by Paul?
It honestly, it was like a masterclass.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I thought when someone like Paul McCartney comes walking the room, there'd be an entourage, you know. But he walked in on his own, and he literally said he wants to know how we were doing as people more than anything else. You know?
Yeah.
It was kind of funny because he had this thing where as he was rolling and talking, I'd go off into space a little bit, and in my head I kind of had a narrator there going, and he'd say stuff like, how are you doing going from playing small pubs and clubs to playing stadiums? Because he'd say, because when we did it, it was a night in my head going, we is the fucking
The
Beatles.
Beatles.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you go, you know, and then when me and John would pack away the amps and put them to the wall to stop bleed over, and I'd go, that John, by the way, is, you know what I mean? The history that as he's talking, the things that the depth of it is just unbelievable.
I know,
you know?
yeah. I mean,
Absolutely unbelievable.
God, the Beatles.
Yeah.
Can't really get much
I
bigger
know,
than
it
that.
means, it's just mad.
And were you a Beatles fan when you were younger? When you were a kid?
No, I wouldn't have been a huge Beatles fan. I think Glenn and Danny would be the Beatles fans, but I think I just appreciate songwriting, you know, in general.
Yeah.
So I'm a bit of a versatile person. I kind of like all styles, you know. But I would never focus on the Beatles so much until later on when I really start getting the song form and lyric form and kind of the rules of songwriting, and they check every box, you see. It's like they should be probably taught in school in a couple of years, you know. People should be really learning about that, you know.
And tell us, you've worked with loads of people now. You've played with U2, you played with Take That.
Yeah.
It's incredible. Like, who's been your favourite
been
person to play with?
You know,
Favourite person?
yeah.
Favourite bands?
Yeah.
Favourite performer?
Well, it was, I suppose U2 was the one that everything at home hits close to the heart, you know what I mean?
Yeah, of
so
course.
probably U2 because we always wondered, would they even know the band? Would they even, you know, would they have heard our music? You know, what would be the story?
they have.
You know, you're a silly fan. I don't know what it is about in Ireland. We have this thing, we put ourselves down a little bit and we're always a little bit more unconfident. And,
Yeah, it's true.
Like, I'm not sure if we could be that big as a band. It's like, why not? You know,
Yeah,
they put the trousers on one leg at a time as well. And we were in America, and a guy said to us there was a press conference U2 had in Chicago, and in the press conference they were asked, do you like any new bands at the moment? And Edge and Adam had said, whoa, there's a new band called The Script at home in Ireland, they're amazing, you got to check them out. He literally talked about us. And I thought that, oh my God, we were like, really? Because it can, they don't realise, well maybe they do, realise the power of that, because they don't mention a lot of bands, and I think when they do, that caused such a ripple.
Of course, yeah.
Mark Sheehan, the guitarist for the Irish pop band The Script, has died at the age of 46. Very sad and devastating news. This comes after a brief illness the band announced via the official social media pages, that is Facebook and Instagram. In a statement that was released on their social media pages, the band said, much loved husband, a father, a brother, a bandmate, and a friend, Mark Sheehan passed away today in hospital after a brief illness. Sheehan grew up with the bandmate and of course The Script lead singer, that is Danny, in Dublin, where he played together in the boy band before moving to the US, working with Britney Spears, the TLC, before moving back to Ireland form that huge and legendary group known as The Script. Among those paying tributes were the fellow Irish rockers, that is Codaline, who said, we had a great feeling of getting to spend time in his company over the years, and it was always such a lovely and huge great man. In a statement posted on Instagram, Irish presenter Laura Whitemore actually wrote and said, thinking of you all at this time. Mark was one of the nicest and of course the most talented men you could meet. In their own Instagram tribute, Irish pop duo Jedward said, everyone in the Irish music industry and of course worldwide mourn at the loss of You, a great man, Mark, such a talented musician from the Script, one of the most iconic Irish groups of the generation. The Script were formed in Dublin, that is in around 2001. Their eponymous debut album was released, I think, 2008, and it went on to be #1 in the UK and, of course, the Ireland. The first band the band made its first hit that was that sold millions of albums, and of course it went even worldwide, even to Danny to come out and say this is really huge. And of course it comes down to my band members. In this moment in time, we send our deepest condolences to the family, friends, and of course everyone who was related and close to Mark. Rest in power the king, Mark Sheehan.